What is up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new Dragon Ball Legends video on Dragon Ball Central. Today, we've got an interesting update to talk about, and it's interesting for, all the wrong reasons here, because it's really not as overwhelmingly great as we were thinking it was going to be. We thought it was going to be a new update. We thought we were going to get new missions. We thought we were going to have, again, a completer piece as far as the Android team is concerned with Perfect Cell, and that is not the case all around. We didn't get any new event. We didn't get any new missions. The only real, new event you could even say happened is the Ultra Ticket Summon number 4, which is pretty well appreciated, but at the same time, it's not great. So we're going to talk about all that and a little bit more. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright, so first and foremost, obviously the main thing here is the Ultra Space Time Summon number 4, featuring Perfect Cell and Instant Transmission Goku. So overall, they're pretty cool. I'll give them that much because they're definitely well made and they're unique and they're playing a little bit differently than most of the other characters in the game. Obviously, most of us wanted Perfect Cell, and we were sort of anticipating him being added to the game, and he's not as good as I think most of us wanted him to be. We're looking at his main ability, for example. So that's going to be Ultimate Arts, and then that's going to give him Perfect Combination, deals major impact damage, a 30% chance to inflict faint on hit. It's not anything unique. It's not anything special. He has good stats, but they're not amazing stats. He's not too power creeped at all, and he definitely doesn't have the Z ability we wanted. It's going to be plus 26% attack regeneration, base strike attack during battle. So it's not a double offensive buff, and it's not a Android tag buff. So it's kind of unfortunate. We were sort of hoping that at the very minimum it was going to be an Android tag buff, but that's not going to be the case. So, it's really not going to be the completer piece, the sort of de facto leader that we were looking for the Android team. And that's just unfortunate because he has the tag. He was set up. He was set up to go and be able to be thrown into that team and be literally the best option for that team. And if that was, instead of tag regeneration, tag Android, we'd be having an entirely different discussion right now. But it's not. So it's kind of unfortunate. At the same time, his special move is very, very cool. His main ability and ultimate skill is pretty cool. His special skill is okay. 20% damage inflicted buff. That's not bad. 15 timer counts, also pretty decent. And, I think that the health restoration thing is probably going to be more relevant down the line once we get more and more HP and the percentage becomes more and more valuable. If health scaling and defense scaling outdoes the actual attack scaling, so, it takes more arts cards and more specials and maybe even more rising rushes to actually take out a character, then I do think that that's going to be more and more relevant as time goes on. So keep an eye on that one, because that doesn't seem like a huge deal right now, but down the line it might be, when healing is obviously going to be a mainstay on every single team, and we're probably going to end up seeing at least a few situations where it's going to be very, very valuable to have a skill like that. And then finally, his unique ability is going to be, 40% blast damage inflicted against Tag Super Saiyan buff, which is really pretty solid. We were saying, I think we had a discussion the other day where I said I think it's probably going to be 20 or 25%, and 40%, I mean, that's definitely a pretty big magnitude larger than we thought it was going to be. So that's definitely pretty solid. And then Intimidate, plus 5 to own substitution count when activated. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. We will absolutely take that, That is absolutely pretty fantastic. Now, moving on, I just want to talk about Goku a little bit. First and foremost, he's a support type. We already knew that was happening. We already knew his type beforehand. But at the same time, we didn't know exactly how that was going to fit into his stat lineup and distribution, and then I guess generally what his main ability was going to end up being, as well as his unique abilities and Z abilities. And as we can see, first off, Instant Transmission Kamehameha cannot be dodged, which is amazing. Very, very big fan of that. Making it so it's first off an awesome animation. It's really, really well done. I've seen it before. I'll show you guys in a minute, but it's really, really cool, and it does a lot of damage, and it can't be dodged, which is just perfect. That is flavor just everywhere. Fantastic. I love it. So going on down, we've got the main ability, the Hopes of All. Now, we discussed this again a little bit more. So it's +1 to amount of cover rescue that can be used. So that's going to just add to your count, which is really very powerful because you can actually dodge rising rushes with this Super Saiyan Goku using that ability, which is pretty incredible. So definitely keep an eye out for that, because that is going to be probably pushing him right up to Z tier, where he's going to be top of the game, ridiculously powerful. But then he also is going to get plus 30% to own blast damage for 15 timer counts, and you've got a guaranteed special move arts card next. So all around, it's not bad. It's really just a nice utility support main ability, which is what you'd expect from a support type character. Scrolling on down, we've got unlock key form of attack, and that's going to be his special skill, giving him 20% to blast damage and 20% to key recovery. Not bad at all. We'll check out his actual stats and see how significant that is soon. And then Z ability going to be Element Green. We were looking for Super Saiyan or Saiyan. We got Element Green. Not a big fan of that, guys. Not a big fan of that at all. As you guys know at this point, I don't think that element, like solo element teams, single element teams are really there yet. And duo element teams really don't have any support yet. So if we can get like some actual duo support, so like, for example, if it's like Element Green and Element Blue got buffed by, you know, one Z ability, and we had like a full team of that, we could do duo typing, and that would actually be really powerful, I think. Solo typing just isn't there yet, and especially with the way they calculate damage and the way they calculate resistances in this game, I mean, you just can't use a single type for your entire team and expect to not get destroyed by just a single opponent, even not maxed out, not soul boosted all the way, if they've got the optimal typing against your team. So it's definitely going to be a bit of a I guess worthless ability, really, because solo teams just aren't going to be used very often, and that really sets him back. I think that's his probably balance at this point, but I really can't appreciate that Z ability. It's only going to really be benefiting him and maybe Bardock if you use him on the team or something like that. I don't know. Either way, not great though. And then cover rescue going to be obviously the main thing that you're looking at with this Goku, going to give a ridiculous benefit that you can actually dodge rising rushes, dude. You can dodge them when you have no substitution or anything. Or when you have no vanish engage, I mean. So you can just use your substitute, and then Goku just, you know, straight up like instant transmissions. It's hilarious, man. And then just gets out of the way. It floats back down on the screen. No rising rush, no hit. So you can really just leave him in the back and wait for a rising rush and then switch him out. Obviously, people are going to focus on sort of getting you into rotation, so they know when they rising rush that, you know, if they can get rid of vanish engage, they can get rid of your substitute on Goku. Then they're going to be able to take you out with a rising rush, and that's going to be something you have to take into account when you run into this Goku now. But overall, pretty fantastic. I'm pretty excited about him. And then assist Gohan. Now this is the biggest clue that we're going to be getting our amazing Super Saiyan Teen Gohan very, very soon, and that is going to be assist Gohan, strike attack up. So plus 20% to strike damage of allied character Gohan for 10 timer counts when this character returns standby. I'm a pretty big fan of this right now because it definitely means that my dude Gohan is going to be coming very, very soon. I am so excited. As you guys know, Gohan's just one of the better character designs in the entire game, in the entire, you know, I guess extended Dragon Ball universe, really. Pretty fantastic character development, character design, everything about him, you know. And then when he actually, man, I can't get over the iconic scenes, like taking down Cell and everything. Man, I absolutely love it. So yeah, overall, very excited about Gohan. And does this sort of, I guess, predict him coming soon? Probably. We're probably going to be getting 16 and Gohan, I want to say in the next banner, maybe in a few weeks, hopefully in a few weeks. I'm going to pray to the Bamco gods. I'm going to pray to Bandai right now, right? And we're going to just hope. We're just going to hope that that's what they add next. But yeah, we've also got second form Cell and Cell Jr., which I don't think are even worth talking about at this point, to be completely real with you guys. So going on down, we've got a limited time sale, and that's going to obviously include one of the two new characters, which isn't going to be Cell because they want you to spend money for Cell. It's going to be Super Saiyan Goku starter pack. So, you know, that's really pretty cool, and it's going to be $25 for 1100 Chrono Crystals and 600 Z power for the new Goku. So if you want him and you don't pull him, or you don't pull for him at all and you just want to get him straight up, then spend the $25, pick him up. He'll definitely be really good, and only having him at 2 stars, I still think he's going to be really solid. So, you know, take that how you will, but I definitely think that as far as value is concerned, that starter pack's probably up there. And then we've got Ultra Ticket Summon number 4, which I'm kind of excited about. Apparently you have like a, I want to say an 80% chance of getting one of the 2 new ones from this Ultra Ticket Summon by the end of it. So that's kind of awesome. Pretty excited about that. I can't remember exactly what the math is on that, so I might be wrong about that. It might be somewhere around there. But either way, it's like the 70 to 80% chance area as far as if you're going to be getting one of the 2 new units, characters, whatever you want to call them. But yeah, that's about it for the update, guys. There are a few quality of life changes they made. They made it so you can use more than one skip ticket. I'll go ahead and show you guys that real quick. That's kind of exciting. It saves you some time. So I'll use 2 of them there, and we'll go ahead and get 2 rewards out of it. 2 rewards in XP and 2 rewards as far as Rising Souls and Z Power is concerned. So all around, pretty fantastic, guys. Pretty fantastic stuff. You know, quality of life change is always going to be to the benefit of, you know, the long-term player that really is going to, you know, notice the difference in time spent and things that they do. And also, I'm not going to show you this right now because I just ran out of energy, didn't really think about it. There's now auto play, I guess, mechanics in this game for solo stuff. So if you want to farm stuff, you don't want to use up your skip tickets or anything like that, or you have a reason to be farming, so you want to get like the full value of experience out of it, then you can actually click the auto button. The auto button is going to just play through it for you. Obviously not optimally, but at the same time, just getting some stuff done that you just don't want to do on your own. And that's really pretty fantastic. You know, this game can definitely benefit very significantly from autoplay, making it so, I guess, that you don't actually need to be playing to grind out levels on characters, which right now you really don't either because of, you know, training items and things like that. But let's say you got a new player, and having, you know, the ability to, I don't know, watch something on your other monitor, or on a computer screen, or on a TV or something like that. You could just watch some TV, watch a movie, or you could be working on something. Like, I edit videos and I play the game at the same time, but you know, sometimes you get really focused on the game, especially in like PvP and instances like that. And you had to be like that for grinding out levels on characters before as well. Well, first off, they actually decided to buff the amount of XP and I guess Zenny as well that you're getting from stages now, which is nice to see. But on top of that, they also made it so you can just auto through it. So the people that, you know, enjoy playing Dokkan because it's very passive, you don't have to focus too much on it. Well, the single player part of this game is also going to be very passive now, and definitely you don't need to focus on it too much unless you're sort of at the end game sort of single player stuff, which is going to be a little more difficult to actually complete. But yeah, guys, I know I said I was going to do a big summon video, but I figured we were getting more than just Perfect Cell and Goku, and to be completely honest, I am not very excited about this banner at all. I'm just going to be doing single summons on it, so we're just going to do like 4 singles right now since those are all the YOLOs we have left to go. So Ultra Space Time summon number 3. Let's hop into it. We got a big loading screen here. That took a while. I'm not sure why that took so long. Either way, hopping right into it. We got no pods. We got no Super Saiyan. We got no Destroy Dynamic. We're getting beat up. Not looking too good at the moment, and that's going to be small text as well, guys. Yeah, this is probably about as bad as it could be. It's going to blow up in the middle, so it's not quite as bad as it could be, but it is about there. And that's going to be a Cyberman. Not even the one that we want. It's going to be the freaking purple one, which I keep getting. By the way, we're actually going to have like a legit full-on Cyberman team at some point in this game. I promise you that. We'll take it into PvP until we win a match. I'm going to do it. All right. Hopping into the next summon. It's not looking like we're pulling my friend Bardock here. We got small text again. It's going to blow up in the middle. We got another hero. Almost guaranteed. And it's going to be a birder. Hey, I'll take the Ginyu Force. We're very far away from getting him to 6 stars, obviously. So it's not amazing. But at the same time, hey, it's better than a purple Cyberman, right? Whoa! 5 pods. Hello there, friend. That's guaranteed extreme or above. We're going neutral. It's looking like an extreme right now. We got big text, so it could go well for us. We get overpowered here. Gonna blow up in the middle. Okay, so we got a guaranteed extreme, basically 30% chance, I think, of going sparking. It is going to be Final Form Frost. We're getting closer and closer to that limit break, and I'm actually okay with that because he's a really great support for his respective team. Now, Ultra Space Time summon number 1, or number 4, I mean, number 1. Oh my god, that would be bad. It was a straight up number 1. Okay, so we're gonna hop right in here, and I don't think we're getting anything new. I can't remember if I downloaded it all before this or not. But either way, we're getting beat up right off the bat. We got no pods. We got no Super Saiyan. We got small text. Oh my goodness. This is a really bad way to start things off, guys. And it's going to blow up in the middle. Not great. Not great. It's going to be a hero Krillin. Okay, so yeah, guys, this is going to be something we don't really focus on. I believe this is a trap banner, as most people call it in gacha games. When a banner comes out that's either really highly anticipated characters that aren't actually as good as they probably should be for being that highly anticipated, and then, you know, the next banner is going to be really good and have the power creeps characters that everyone's going to then spend a whole bunch of money to be able to pull for. Or it can also be, you know, just straight up like a sort of filler character type of situation. Like, for example, the boundary breaking Saiyans banner, which, you know, it's got some great support in it, don't get me wrong, but these definitely were sort of a trap because Cell and Goku, really pretty fantastic and definitely more highly anticipated. So, you know, I do think that this probably isn't worth your Chrono Crystals. And it really pains me to say that. And I do think that, you know, if you really want to get that Goku, you probably should just spend the money and get his starter pack more than anything else, because pulling for him, I mean, if you're pulling for a specific character, like if you're pulling for Cell or Goku, you got a 2% chance, guys. Like if you actually wrong panel here. If you go to the Z Power list, yeah, you got a 1% chance at Cell and you got a 1% chance at Goku. So if you want Goku specifically for a team, just buy him. It's going to be much cheaper, and you're not going to hate yourself afterwards, okay? That's what it comes down to. But that's going to be pretty much it for this one, guys. If I had to recommend one thing, it would be, if you're not going to be buying the actual starter pack to get Goku, then maybe take advantage of some of these bonus sales that they're going to be having for the next few days, because I do think that this is probably going to lead into another event. We're going to be able to stockpile a lot of Chrono Crystals. And, you know, you guys see it's going to be 4 days from now until it goes off sale. And imagine within the next 5 or 6 days, we're going to be seeing a maintenance that's going to add some new stuff, whether that be, you know, new story missions or a new event or something like that. You go back to the actual story themselves, and you're going to see 6 days left on Nappa the Cruel and on the Scout Battle. Obviously, they're going to have a maintenance sometime in the next week, but I do think we're going to be getting a new event pretty soon. So keep an eye out for that. But if you're not going to be taking advantage, again, of the starter pack, maybe pick up some of these sales. 50% increase. You know, if you've already picked up the normal sales for start of the game, first time only, as you guys can see, I haven't bought them yet. I'm probably going to buy them before I get these guys. But yeah, if they were a little bit better, if it was like 4,000 Chrono Crystals for $40.99, I'd probably consider buying them just because of the value. And, you know, these are always going to be available, but these will not. So yeah, it's not a bad idea to get a nice stockpile of Chrono Crystals for when Gohan does come out, when, you know, new units do come out. There's obviously going to be quite a few really amazing releases in the future of this game. We haven't even seen a lot of, you know, the early stuff from Dragon Ball Z. So exciting stuff all around. And then we've obviously got ridiculous potential for future, you know, near future banners as far as, I guess, Dragon Ball Super characters are concerned. Obviously, we got Kaba, who has a specific arc a base Z ability. So, you know, we're definitely going to be seeing some support for that soon. So otherwise, guys, that's going to be about it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video, got something out of it. Do not summon on the new banner. Do not do it unless you're doing your YOLO summons. Do those. Let me know if you got anything good out of them down in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next video. Till then, peace.